Welcome everyone to the Biker Angle and a segment on Motorcycle Madhouse. We are doing a dual recording today. It's Monday and CNN has done stepped in its ass again. If you want to call this freaking news station news, I got something to sell you, let me tell you. The big buzz this weekend has been Trump's tweet where he, quote, says, "The fake news hates me saying that they are the enemy of the people only because they know it's true. I am providing a great service by explaining this to the American people. They purposely cause great division and distrust. They can also cause war. They are very dangerous and sick. And let me tell you, they have targeted the biker community and Sturgis people." The story's been sharing all morning. We put it out at about 7:30 where they ran a stupid-ass article. And I'm going to read it right now, and then we'll get into discussion afterwards. Sturgis, South Dakota, CNN, I think is this shit article's by a guy named Bill Mayer, and it's actually linked on the article on Insane Throttle Biker News at HarleyLiberty.com. You can go see it right now, and I'm sure you'll be seeing it all over the internet because, like I said, it's being shared everywhere with the shit they've been saying about bikers. Sturgis, South Dakota, on hogs and Indians. They rumble in from all points on the compass and explode the population of Sturgis, South Dakota, from less than 7,000 to nearly 500,000. For 1 week each summer, they create a noisy pop-up city unlike any other, and as the nation closes in on the midterm elections, they lay bare America's political divides. While the modern-day biker tribe is vast and varied, who the hell is this guy? Some fucking schmuck, man. Who talks like that? Anyway, containing more middle-aged couples than brawling outlaws, one can go for hours or days without seeing a person of color in the crowds here at one of the world's largest biker rallies. There you go, folks. Identity politics. Right there, stoking the division. Just like the president tweeted this weekend. Here it is in black and white. Directed as bikers. In Sturgis, the definition of diversity is a white guy on a foreign bike. Well, there you have it. From Mr. Wizard. Some idiot who's probably never freaking rode a bike in his life. Too busy in a corner jacking off to some damn fucking porno video because he can't get him any. But we'll keep going on. The shooting ranges and bikini contests operate free from debate over gun control and the hashtag #MeToo. And while other parts of the country agonize over his tumultuous presidency, the leader of the pack is Donald Trump. No, the only ones freaking agonizing over his presidency is you cock munches over in Washington, D.C., New York, Los Angeles, and all you leftist liberal idiots. Those are the only ones agonizing over his presidency. And that, yeah, CNN, you fake news cocksuckers. Quote, "I like what Trump's doing, but it seems like Congress and stuff is kind of fighting him. John Sands tells me through a full-face skull mask. The postal worker rides up from Kentucky each year dressed in skeleton garb, posing for pictures with a bony middle finger raised for comedic effect." These guys can't even write. "I think Congress should have some term limits." You're damn right, fucking they should have some term limits, John. He says 2, maybe 4 years, not allowing incumbents to run for re-election time after time would end the phenomenon of career politicians, he adds. Damn straight it would. This is not the first time or place where perception trumps data. But while America wrestles with stagnant wages, spiraling health costs, and income inequality, you know what? They got the Democrats freaking Right there, they got the Democrats' arguments right there in their freaking piece, and they call this news. My God. Many here see the giant crowds as an indicator of booming consumer confidence. Quote, we really got a lot of people that are in private business and industry that camp here, and what they'll tell you is that it's the Trump bump, says Rod Woodruff, owner of the Buffalo Chip. You go, Bob. A sprawling complex of campgrounds, bars, and concert stages. The economy is so good, and people are feeling so good. Well, yeah, because we got that ass monkey Obama out of office. He says his average camper makes $95,000 a year, owns his own home, and more than one motorcycle. In a coveted section of luxury motorhomes behind the Wolfman Jack stage, there are no signs of the much analyzed oh my God, they go on to quote, economic anxiety that impacted the 2016 election, only utter devotion to President Trump. Yeah, because we don't buy into your leftist socialist bullshit. Anyway, quote, I personally love the man, says James Balkalik, a Harley parts dealer from Florida. I think he's doing a wonderful job. When I bring up the red flags and storm clouds of Russia's attack on the election and the ongoing Mueller investigation, Mark Halverson shrugs. That's because regular America don't give a shit about what the hell you're pushing with the Russian bullshit. The attack on our democracy. First off, we're a republic, you dumb shits. You know, secondly, this shit's been going on over 70 frickin' years since World War II. We've been going back and forth against each other with the propaganda and all the, you know, oh my God, with this Russia bullshit with these fucking people. Quote, they're picking on him because he's from the outside. If you look at the Clintons, how come they do things and no one else can? They got that right. As he shows off his Trump 2020 tattoo, Halverson even pledges his allegiance to Trump over the holiest of the brands in Sturgis, Harley Davidson. Yeah, screw Harley. The president aimed his Twitter and trade war guns at the Milwaukee institution after the company shuttered a Kansas City plant and announced plans to make more bikes for overseas markets on foreign soil. Despite a massive tax break spent on stock buybacks, well, that's Harley Davidson for you. Why would they put it into their workers? Harley Davidson blames the realities of global manufacturing on the president's steel and aluminum tariffs for the move. But, you know, back in the 80s, they were real glad Harley Davidson didn't get that tariffs on Honda and all that stuff, so to help them out. But hey, the steel and aluminum workers, screw them, right, Harley? You cocksuckers. But at forced to pick sides, Halverson doesn't hesitate. I'm going to have to go with what's going to make America better. And that's, you know what? And he's right there. Steel and aluminum. That's what makes America better. He says, if Harley wants to choose to go somewhere else, then I'll choose to buy different bikes. And you know what? A lot of that's happening right now around the country. Harley, you done lost your freaking, you done lost a lot of hardcore supporters of you making that move, you dumbasses. For a crowd this large and unapologetic, rowdy, violence is rare at the Sturgis Rally, and over 8 days, arrests typically number only in the dozen. One reason is that most folks here share the same values. Another reason is that those that don't keep to themselves. You heard that even the fucking butt asses over at CNN cops just admitted there is no big violence over there, so get off the motorcycle clubs and your profiling crap. Quote, what I see here in the motorcycling community is a microcosm for the whole country. Renowned motorcycle photographer Michael Litcher tells me. Surrounded by a museum-quality exhibit of custom bikes he curated for the Buffalo Chip. I get the feeling sometimes that people that don't believe in what's going on as rights can become very quiet. His views on the Second Amendment and environmental protection vary from the masses here, but he worries that the strain of patriotism and nationalism make it difficult to raise a debate in this particular tribe. Here we go with the tribe again. And you know what? Fuck you, Mike, for saying that bullshit, man. You know what? You are a photographer, so you are a lefty, you cock. Quote, I feel like this could be coming from the top, he says. That theory that you must be patriot to do this, support this, and you're unpatriotic if you don't. I don't agree with that. And a lot of the younger people don't either. Well, a lot of the younger people are too busy in their parents' freaking basement playing Xbox or on the computer to go out there, get a job, and, you know, contribute to this country, Michael. You're a damn idiot. There are still some men who don't like the idea of women riding big motorcycles. This, again, was from what's here. Stacy Wilt tells me. Her Harley's still ticking from her long ride from Colorado, but most guys have accepted us. We've come a long way. Well, they accepted you because, you know, you got their dicks in them, boys. You know, back, you know, it was funny. I did that video of how bikers were in the 80s and 90s. And let me tell you, they didn't allow women to put their dicks in a bike and lead them around on a little chain and tell them what to do. That's actually what's wrong with this country now, is men are no longer men. You know, they sit in the corner with their little freaking, you know, apron on, doing what mommy and freaking honey tells them what to do. And you wonder why the kids are so screwed up in this country. Just look at Chicago this past weekend. I think there was over 60 shootings, couple killed. Yeah, there's your problem, people. Men ain't men. You know, kids need a man to raise them. They don't need these women and their, you know what, Me Too bullshit, you know, to put ideals in the little boys' heads. A woman cannot raise a boy. Plain and simple. And that's where you're getting a lot of problems right now. Men, be men for once. Get off the little chain, get your balls out of a vice, and be a man. Jesus Christ. She is part of a group of 5 self-proclaimed gypsies making the track. Young women who are part of a small but steady revolution in a pastime dominated by men at the handlebars with their ladies behind. One member expresses a fondness for Hillary Clinton. Sure. Fucking Hillary Clinton. Oh my God. But won't say so when the camera is rolling. And another groans when I bring up the topic of Trump. Because I'm a small business owner, I tend to keep my mouth shut about politics, Mitch George says. She runs Moto Fam, a nonprofit devoted to helping injured motorcycle riders through the generosity of strangers. I feel like there's so much hypocrisy going on in the country right now because everybody wants freedom and everybody wants rights, but God forbid somebody disagrees with you, she says, because you'll get your head bitten off. Now, see, you dumb idiot. Now, see, this is where women, you know, and I'm sorry for the women who are watching this stuff, but this is why I never take a woman's opinion. This right here, they talk about hypocrisy, about debate. Well, it ain't us out there, you know, like Antifa and all the rest, all your little Hollywood, all your freaking Democratic politicians out there causing divisiveness. It's your side. And now you see why Trump's tweet is spot on. The news, or so-called news, this fake news CNN crap, is what's causing the division. Because they're putting out so many fake stories that they have to retract a day or two later, out on the internet, out on the airwaves, promoting the Democratic agenda. That's not news, folks. That's propaganda, or also called state TV. Anyway, standing at the corner of Main Street and Harley-Davidson Boulevard, I get a good-natured taste of just that. After spying my CNN t-shirt, Carson Davis, a self-proclaimed Fox News fan from Texas, became heckling. "You are fake news," he yells with a grin. "Just ask our Lord and Savior, Donald Trump." They don't know what they're talking about, Bonnie from Nebraska pipes up in my defense. I watch both. It's too important not to know what's really going on. I have a friend who's very much Fox News, and I go, yep, I agree with you, no problem, she leans in. Everybody has their own opinions. They are like assholes, everyone has one. Just then, the impromptu sidewalk debate is interrupted by a true American hero fallen from the sky, Sergeant Donna Bowman, a former Army Golden Knight who lost both legs in a mid-air collision, lands on his prosthesis in the middle of the intersection, towing a great giant American flag. Yeah, I bet that American flag really pissed you off. And you know what? Again, here we go. A woman piping up. They don't know what they're talking about. Have you ever actually watched a CNN News program? See, I cannot make it past 5 minutes of their bullshit. I can't. You can see right through it. It's state-sponsored TV by the Democratic Party. And, I know I usually don't want to talk politics on the Biker Angle or Motorcycle Madhouse, but when you go after bikers and, you start going out there and saying the only diversity you're going to find is a white guy on a foreign bike, who's pulling the identity politics at this point? See, you got me all muffled here. I'm pissed off. But really, who's pulling the fucking diversity right now? You have to ask yourself that. The news media, especially CNN and MSNBC, for those who watch that crap, something's really wrong with you. You gotta find some facts, man. You gotta get out there, get some other news sources. CNN right now, they're, rated below Nickelodeon as far as viewerships. They're almost fucking dead. Because that's how bad people are starting to finally see through their bullshit. That's what's wrong with America right now. People don't see through the bullshit. They're being led around in a wolf's world as sheep. And what happens with that is sheep get devoured. No, I don't give a shit about any Russia bullshit because I'm smart enough to know, growing up through the Soviet era, that this was the back and forth the United States and fucking Russia has been doing since World War II. Hi, I'm James Hollywood Machikari, and my new book, The New Age of Biking and Brotherhood, is coming out to Kindle and all major ebook platforms September 1st. In it, I address many issues facing the modern biker and motorcycle club member. The subjects covered are non-politically correct, and many issues are exposed that will rock the biker scene. I will expose some of those people who claim to be biker experts, and others I expose for what they are doing to the scene for personal gain. This book is sure to light the internet ablaze, the exact reason why I chose to write this book in the first place. The internet has had a negative effect on the biker scene. This is especially the case for motorcycle clubs. Once a proud tradition of being a motorcycle club member to many, it's no longer the case because those who have no business being in a club have decided to go around its traditions and use the internet to start their own. Buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. This book will hit on the issues no one wants to talk about. Hopefully in some small way this book will help people make some changes to the club scene before it's too late. And welcome back. Had to put a quick commercial break in there for Motorcycle Madhouse. Don't forget, every Tuesday and Saturday, 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, a new episode comes out. You can get it on all major podcasting platforms. You can also get it on HarleyBikerNews.com. Our main website for the podcasting is that address. You can also see this article. It's going bonkers right now on the internet over at HarleyLiberty.com. People are sharing. People are talking. It's a great thing. So let's let our disapproval of this idiot known. Let's get it everywhere out there. Because basically all he's doing is a state-run media kind of concept, man. That's what this shit is over at CNN, MSNBC. They're pushing one party's politics is what they're doing. They don't believe in giving both sides of the story. They don't believe at all in reporting facts. And that's pretty freaking sad. It really is. Because this country used to have good reporters. It no longer has this stuff. Now it's all about the leftist's opinion. They're trying to push their agenda. And you know what? Trump's tweet over the weekend's completely right. They have caused wars. You know, look what they did in the 60s. Just look at what they did in the 60s. They pumped it up. They pumped those protests up so much that they had people actually going against our own U.S. soldiers when they got back home. Spitting on them, calling them baby killers. So yeah, the press, you have a responsibility if you want to call yourself the press. And you are fake news, CNN. You're laughable. You're a joke. You couldn't even do a fair story on bikers. Give me a break, man. And you know what? Bikers do represent the microcosm of this country. We really do. And we're the last that ain't going to take your bullshit. I can care less about Russia. That's a story that you've been pushing for almost 2 years. I can care less about them. That shit's been going on over 70 years, so what are we going to care about it now? Why? Because your princess, your queen, lost the 2016 election, and you're still pissed off all these years later? You're freaking nuts, man. Hollywood, Los Angeles, New York, and especially Washington, D.C.'s little bubble don't represent what is out there in this country. We can care less about Russia and the threat to our democracy. And you know what? That's how uneducated you pricks really are. We're a republic, you cocknine. We're a republic. The shit that you people spew. I just seen this morning where Joe Scarborough, you know, he's the one who's butthurt over Trump not letting him have a job. You know, him and his fucking old lady, his mistress or whatever, his co-anchor, ran to the freaking party once Trump won the election. Yeah, they thought they were going to get a scoop or they thought they were going to get a job after he said go pound some sand. Now all of a sudden they're anti-Trump, anti-Trump. Well, Scarborough goes out there and says, well, this is the Obama economy. This ain't Trump. Man, get the fuck out of here. You think really that anybody's going to believe anything you say? You know how asinine that really sounds? You know, Jesus Christ, can you be any more freaking dumb? You know damn well this is the Trump economy. You know damn well that he's finally fighting for the American worker. Something you Democrats, MSNBC, and CNN have forgot about. The working man. You're more out there wanting to push illegals than you are your own freaking country's citizens because you got an agenda. You know the more illegals you get in, the more they'll vote for Democrats. You're trying to coup. And you're doing it right there out in the open and people are too stupid to freaking see what you're trying to do. But anyway, that's my rant for today. Everybody out in Sturgis, hope you guys are having fun, party it up. Be safe out there, ride safe, and watch out for those cagers texting and all that good stuff. But with that, I'll let you guys go. Hope you guys enjoy your day, party it up, and have fun. And it's Monday, so try to make it through the week.